This is peak pose Chandrasana, and we are focusing on lateral engagement. So the peak engagement is the side body, which is made up from the internal obliques, the external obliques, and the QL. So start with me on all fours. We're going to try to find just the motion they create. If you contract the right side, the obliques and the QL, your body will make a side bend. So right side squeezes, making the right hip and shoulder come together. Releasing that side, contracting the left side. So right side now lengthens and left side shortens. So hip, shoulder on left side, activate, squeeze. And right side squeeze, activate. And left side. To make it interesting and to come a little closer to Chandrasana, we can just focus on lateral flexion, but with the foot elevated. So squeeze the butt, make sure the hip's not moving. If I laterally contract, my leg will move to the right. But this is my back and the spine that's bending, and it's not an abduction of the hip. This is lateral flexion of the right side. Put your knee down. Lengthen the left leg, squeeze the butt, make sure the hip is not moving, and laterally flex the left side. So this action, lateral flexion of the spine, moves other parts of the body. And come back down to all fours. Flip over to your side, and let's put a little fire on those muscles by doing an isometric engagement of the lower side, whoop, squeezing it and finding the stability of an isometric engagement of the left side. And gracefully spinning over to the right side in the air, finding isometric engagements of the QL and the obliques of the right side. Come into a side bend. Left elbow on the right leg. This is your traditional version. I invite you to make a longer stance, so this will bring a little more fire to your side bend. So arm up overhead, and I still have some weight on my left elbow. Remove for lateral engagement of the right side with the torso and everything in the air. So I'm squeezing here, not dropping. If I want to make a point, I can drop. Whew. Now I feel a stretch of the side body, but I pick it up and engage. Whew. Finding fire of the obliques and the QL of the right side. And whew. Bringing it to the right side. Right elbow to the right knee, making a longer stance than normal. Opening up the shoulders, the chest, making a long version. Feeling the left side body activate. Dropping it down to make a point. Stretching the side body, but bring it up again to see, this is where I'm at. This is where I should be. Woo. Bring yourself to Tadasana. And just so you can see me, I will turn your way. Find your balance on your right side. Keeping the legs straight. I can bend at my spine, creating this action. So traditionally we focus on the abductors of the hip, but let's not. Let's focus on the side body. So when I'm squeezing here, I can feel my left side of the body engaging and releasing. One more time. Squeezing, finding this action right here and coming down. Balance on the left side. Straightening the knees, finding lateral flexion of this side, right here. If you go into a little bit more extension of the back, you'll find the QL more. If you keep it neutral or a little bit forward bent, a flexion of the spine, you can find more of the obliques. And then we make an informed decision where we want to feel this action. Ha. All right. It's time for balancing on the right foot, coming into warrior 3. Now we've already been here but all fours, so moving into the position, forget the arms right now, focus on the back. Can you lateral flex the left side? See what that feels like. It brings a little bit more stability. It's a more muscly way of standing. Just relax a bit and you can feel the stacking and just the wobbliness. I'm lengthening my left side just to feel the difference. And then I'm contracting the left side. And I have more power from my spine. Putting the foot down. Whee! Whew. It's a balancy pose. Place your right fingertips diagonally away from your right thigh, coming into more of a Chandrasana. I want you to forget the top arm for now. Focus on your spine. So, if I relax the spine, but still squeeze the glutes, I'm gonna have more of a C shape in my spine. And if I want to contract and activate, first we got to open a little bit. So if I contract the spine, the lateral side, I find more of a stability in the spine, more active, and I can lengthen from here. Keeping it in the spine, lateral flexion of the left side makes my Chandrasana more stable, more open. And come down. Woo. Left side. So finding balance on the left side. Remember, we still have to do warrior 3. Finding warrior 3. Forget arms first. Focus on where did my hip and my back go. Finding right side. Squeezing my QL, my obliques. That will make my right foot come a little bit more to the right side. If I relax, I will make more of a C-shape contraction. And then we add arms. So it's very muscly of the back. Fingertips on the ground, left a little bit diagonal. Hand on hip, squeeze the butt. So we have a stable hip. It's not about the hip today, it's about spine. Open up and you can relax and side bend a little extra just to see where you're at. And then contract the top side, now the right side of the spine. Yeah, and the leg flies higher, right? But that doesn't come from the abduction of the hip, it comes from the side bending of the right side. Well, actually, I'm now isometrically engaging my right side. But I have to think that I'm doing a side bend because I'm lazy and I will slope down into this type of way if I don't. So isometrically engaging, thinking lateral flexion will keep my Chandrasana more active. Yes. Whew. Coming down. So that was peak engagement, lateral flexion, obliques, and QLs. Let me know in the comments where you could feel the side bending and where you felt like, I know what to do now. Good luck.